Hey everybody, this is part 2 of my collections, and I'm going to show you some other things that I've collected over the years and just tell you a little bit about each thing. I'm not going to go into each detail, for each item, but just give you an overview of some of the things. I collect these older horses. Some of them, I have one in the curio cabinet actually, that was one that my grandmother bought me when I was like 10 years old. These are very fine porcelain. Many of them are marked. They might say made in Japan, but they have very, very detailed the way they're made. They're just very, very detailed. There's all different types and different colors and different breeds and things like that. I think they're really an excellent collectible for the horse lover, and I was always into horses, so when I could get one when I was growing up, I did. And my grandmother was always pretty good about buying these kind of things for me. They're very pretty, they're practical, and they are heirlooms, or could be. So I have some of those, and some of them are actually planters as well. I've got a gray one. I think there's a black, and then there's a palomino right here. But they're all marked and numbered. Then I've got some dog planters here too. Poodles. I'm not into poodles, but I do like dogs. And a couple other dogs here. Another poodle, another hound dog. Then I'm going to switch over to the Statue of Liberty. Some were actually thermometers, and some of them are just regular. I think they're made out of copper. I believe they're copper made. But they're very collectible, different sizes. Some of them at variations. They're souvenirs, actually, that were probably purchased in New York City. I'm trying to see if there's any kind of a inscription. But that's where most of them were from. Was I think it says on this one is New York City Statue of Liberty. They're another collectible that are very accessible. You can pick them up for a couple dollars and easily add on to a collection. Same thing with even these planters. You can pick them up. I wouldn't buy any that are made in China. That's just me. But the older ones made in Japan and marked, there's Napcro, there's several different types that are marked with the manufacturing company that actually made these. They're porcelain, very, very detailed and very, very pretty. Okay, another thing that I got into collecting because I'm a Dalmatian lover and owner are Dalmatians. There's different types. Oh gosh, the variations are numerous. There's newer ones like these box sets. And then there are some of these which were, I believe, I forget the name of who made them, but there's okay. The Hamilton collection. Okay. They made some of those, and they're the newer ones. Then you can switch over and you can find at flea markets and yard sale the older ones that are similar to the horses. They're the same fine porcelain. They're marked. Some of them are made in Japan. Some of them are numbered. Then, of course, you can get the ones that are pretty prevalent today. You can pick them up for a couple dollars and add on to your collection as well. So you can, spend a little bit of money, or you just keep your eyes open and see what you can come up with. I've got some more Dalmatian collectibles up here. I've got the 101 Dalmatians, a couple of those. Very nice. I've even got little kitty tea set with Dalmatians. There's a few other things here as well. Just giving you an idea. Another thing that I've collected are these early American pattern. They're milk glass. They've got a floral design. There's, again, you can pick them up fairly inexpensively if you look around at yard sales and flea markets. These were made in the mid to late 1800s up to about 1920. And there's different ones. There's your dresser bottles. These had stoppers in them like this. There's these, and then there's little trays. There's different sizes of trays. There's trays that size. There's trays this size. There's smaller trays down here. And Bjor set type things. I'm trying to get out of the light here. That you can pick up again for a pretty good price. And add on to a collection fairly inexpensively. And add on fairly quickly if you keep your eyes open and look around. I've bought these for, most of them are under 10 bucks. I think I've picked some of these up maybe even for $1 or so. But again, you've got to keep your eyes open. These are milk glass. They've got a floral design. Many times the flowers are painted, but it's worn off. A lot of them have the gold, kind of like a floral pattern around the edges or on the item going around it. There's a variation of different types, creamers, trinket boxes, and things like that. The last thing I'm going to finish up with tonight are these souvenir glasses. I collect these as well. Again, there's a wide variation. These were usually sold at parks. A lot of them were sold at parks. In their little glasses, they usually have this star pattern on the base of a lot of them. They come in a variety of colors, from green to clear to milk glass to red. Just trying to give you, okay, this is a souvenir here of Franklin Forks, PA, which isn't all that far from here. It's milk glass. Again, it's got a pattern on the base. Sometimes it's a star, sometimes it's just a crisscross. And they've got the name of where they came from. Here's a souvenir of Schroedsville. I'm not even, and that's, I think it might be Ohio. Not even sure where it is, but I believe it's Ohio because it's got an O there, and this is a purple one. Here's a red one. Oh, goodness. Trying to see what it says on it. Is it the Bloomsburg Fair? Or I think it's the Bloomsburg Fair. And 19, I believe it's 15. I don't have my glasses on. Not really sure. Maybe it's 1905. 1915. And that's clear with a red painted top here. Again, they're variations, very different colors, types. This is a little kind of like a prize trophy that's unmarked. Another one. It's green glass with the gold, and it does say something, but I can't make it out right now. But they'll usually have the name of a town or a fair. Here's ones from Mansfield, Pennsylvania. Souvenir of Mansfield, Pennsylvania, I believe. Yep. I'm right in the light here, and I'm making things rough. Let me switch positions here. All right, that's a little tad bit better. Here's a souvenir of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Again, these are from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. Here's Niagara Falls, souvenir of Niagara Falls. Some of them are dated, some of them are not. Again, they've got this, a lot of them have the starburst pattern on the base. Some of them, like I said, don't. They have a crisscross or something along that line. But these also are very accessible. You can find them. Sometimes people are selling them in antique shops for a lot of money. But if you keep your eyes open at flea markets and even yard sales, you might be able to pick them up very, very inexpensively. Here's Walton, New York. Souvenir again of Walton, New York. Another starburst pattern. Okay. I'm trying to see what this one says. This is Anna. This is the person's name. Occasionally you'll find them with someone's name on them. And this is from Rockaway Beach, 1900. And again, they were souvenirs. Alright, well listen, thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking the time to look at these videos that I put out, and I'll continue to do more as long as there's an interest, and I've got a lot more to share. Thanks for watching, and take care, God bless, and happy collecting. Bye for now.